The One Micronesia podcast is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Hafide and Mogasin, and welcome to the One Micronesia podcast. We're back this week with a whole new one, and I get to play catch up again with an organization that's really close to my heart. An organization that's doing so much in the community, especially when it comes to bringing people together and disseminating information and giving the people, that help that they need. These guys are at the forefront of doing so. So, ladies and gentlemen, with us today on the podcast, I do have a very close friend who's doing such an amazing job down at Manelu, the former Big Brother, Big Sisters. I do have the executive director here, Samantha Taitano. Sam, thank you, and welcome back to the podcast.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for having me again. It's wonderful to always catch up and share all of the exciting things that we've been up to, and actually just reflect on all of the things that we've been up to. So thanks for having me.
No problem. Anytime. And I was like, you know what? It was time to do it because the last time we talked was at the beginning of the year, kind of find out how you guys are kind of getting back into what will seem to be normal, but not normal after a whole crazy 2020. So we talked about some of the programs that you guys will be rolling out, some of the programs that we continue to do. So we caught up then, but then everything went crazy. Everybody was busy, on both sides. Everybody's trying to, like I said, work to something that's normal. So I know you guys have been busy for the past couple months. So let's start there. For the people who are watching right now, what's Manelu and Mr. Koss been up to since we last talked?
Okay, so we've been up to a ton of different things. One of the most exciting things is that we are back in the community sites. So we are in Toto Gardens and we're in Pagachao. So we have summer programs going on there for youth in those communities, but then also for any youth who are interested in joining us. Those are from 2 to 4:30 p.m. At both locations. So if anyone's interested, we're always happy to have those people out there. Along with those youth programs, we have other projects that are coming out to do some workforce development curriculum. So we have the Employment Empowerment Initiative that has been doing some soft skills development, financial literacy, and then helping people with their resumes and interview preparation and just kind of connecting people to the different jobs that we see out there. Lots of places hiring. PUA is going to be up soon, so kind of preparing people, making sure that they're ready with their resumes to get back into the workforce. So really great things happening there as well. The Micronesian Resource Center also just recently got trained in a parenting workshop. So that is something that's going to be coming to the community very soon. Other things, we had a kickball tournament recently.
Nice.
So like I said, we always have so many different things going on, both on our youth side and then also kind of on the adult and family side. So Jessie, our caseworker at the Micronesian Resource Center, spearheaded the kickball tournament, and we received funding from the Payless Foundation in order to do that. It was actually really great. We did about a month of practices with youth from Hamlani's in Harmon and Pagachao and Toto Gardens. And then also we had a team of kids from the Manelu kids. So we got to have a bunch of kids come out and we did a kickball tournament at the Dededo Sports Complex. So that was really fun. It was kind of our first big event. Big, it was still kind of small for what we've previously had, but first sort of joining the different communities together. Another project that we've been working on is Project U, and it's currently still happening, and it's with the Guam Police Department and other safe school partners. And so this was a really exciting opportunity because it brings all of these different organizations together to really be able to provide some great prevention programs, sports programs, mentoring programs. So I know today is Thursday, so it's Thrive Thursday. So West Cares Thrive is doing presentations with them today. And then, as always, we have the Fun Day Friday. So I believe tomorrow is going to be at EPAL Beach. And so they'll be doing some activities with the kids there. So again, just the big update really is that we've been able to start doing these different community events and be out in the community more. The My Van And then also the Employment Empowerment Initiatives van have been able to kind of go out into the community a bit more. We're still working with Catholic Social Service to pass out food commodities. The team's been going to Zero Down frequently to pass out those commodities. And then also we had received a donation from Tommy Hilfiger of a huge amount of clothing.
Wow.
Yes. So it was like a 20-foot container of clothing that we were able to not only pass out to the people that we work with, but we gave clothes to some of the other organizations that are part of the Guam Homeless Coalition. So to make sure that those who, you know, are really in need of those clothing are able to get it. So so many different things
Wow.
happening. I know, right?
Holy moly,
I don't
Sam.
even know how to like encapsulate them all because they're all so different, but they're all about, you know, supporting the community and working with youth, working with families, especially those who are underserved.
That's crazy, Sam. Talk about opening up in 2021. You know, it's stepping out of a year that was just dark for most people. You know, I mean, everybody, you know, experienced it. And then rolling in 2021, you guys, you know, picked up from where you left off and just cruised on and with creating more opportunities and helping people out. Wow, that's just amazing. That was the whole list. I didn't expect that much. I was thinking, you know, because I know the programs that you guys were working on before COVID and then everything, you know, shut down. So I thought along the line something like that, but it was like that. On top of that, you guys added way more, you know, to your to your plate, and it was, and wow, just amazing things, Sam. Congrats and kudos to you and the team.
Yeah,
Wow.
so it's really been amazing. And so kind of part of the workforce development program that we have is also making sure that we're able to let people know about the different resources out there. I'm sure you've seen it. GCC has had a ton of boot camp programs. So making sure that people are connected to those, you know, maybe they are taking this opportunity to further educate themselves or get into a trade. The Trades Academy also has a lot of free opportunities right now to help people develop those skills if they're interested in kind of pivoting and changing into a different career. And so making sure that we're able to kind of keep up to date on all of that stuff is really part of it so that we can make sure that the community and the people that we're working with have, you know, the most up-to-date information and are able to make choices that are going to make them happy in the future. So
That's
yeah, and
awesome.
then also, yeah, we also have our Guam driving law familiarization. So Dee, our caseworker, she has been pushing that workshop and helping people to get their driver's license. So, you know, helping people take this time if they are getting PUA right now to develop their skills and to make sure that they're really set for when PUA does end and it's time to get back to work. So one of the things that our team really works hard to do is ensure that people are document ready. So as you know, we work with a lot of people who are coming from the different freely associated states, and sometimes the documentation tends to be a barrier. So our caseworkers are amazing. First off, our caseworkers are amazing, and they're able to kind of work with the different government agencies, even the federal agencies, to ensure that we help people get document ready. And then aside from that, it's really making sure that they are going through our workshops to kind of learn those soft skill development. So before we started doing our workshops again, we touched base with a bunch of different organizations from the hospitality industry to the construction industry to kind of learn what are some of the barriers that you see when trying to hire people. And soft skill development is something that kind of stuck out to us. And so we wanted to make sure that we have a soft skills program that can really assist people as they're going into the workplace. And then also just kind of from experience, I always sort of train the different project directors or program managers on the interview process. And so one of the things that we see is that sometimes people aren't comfortable doing interviews. I mean, interviews are nerve-wracking to begin with, especially if you're trying to sell yourself for a position. And so kind of giving people tips and tricks and orders so that they can successfully do those interviews and, you know, make a good impression. So those are some of the things that we're focusing on right now.
That's good. That shows that, there's a lot of people are getting ready to kind of step out of that whole PUA phase and get into the workforce. And that's what we need, because, at the end of the day, we're going to need people to go back to work, and we need them to be ready to step into the new positions and the stuff that they're being offered. So that's awesome. And what you guys are doing is really helping a lot of people in the long run. So Sam, we're going to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about programs or events that you guys got coming up in July. So we'll be back to talk with Sam about that.
It only gets better with more. Customize and save with the fastest internet speeds in the Marianas by adding mobile, phone, and TV to your bundle with Business Bundles Plus. Docomo Pacific Business. Work better together.
For the different beats of your life, we're here to keep you connected the way you want it. Plans made for you, by you. Build your own bundle with Link. Select the internet, entertainment, mobile, and home phone plans that fit your lifestyle. Pay for what you want, not for what you don't. Build your own bundle and save with Link.
Hafide, Mogustine, and we're back. It's the One Micronesia podcast being brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together. And speaking of better together, these guys are definitely doing just that, bringing people together and helping them as they go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here with the executive director of Manelu, Samantha Taitano. Sam, so we talked about a lot. You literally laid down a whole list for us of what went down since January of 2021 until July, which was a whole lot. You guys have definitely been busy, that's for sure. So again, kudos to you and the team for all that you guys do. Let's talk about July. July is, summertime, the kids are out of school. Let's talk about some of the events that you guys have got planned for July.
Okay, so definitely youth-centric for July. We have our virtual youth impact program. So our youth impact program is a prevention program for elementary school age kids, usually around the 4th or 5th grade. And so we do a bunch of different curriculums. One of them is called Positive Action, and that's really just helping kids develop a positive self-concept. And just kind of, it revolves around the philosophy that if you feel good about yourself, you're going to do good things. When you do good things, you feel good about yourself. So it's just kind of touching on a bunch of different issues. So we have that running virtually. And actually, the first session is going to be coming to a close tomorrow. But we do have another session that starts next week. So if you are interested, you can just go to any of our social media pages and find information about how to sign up your kids. Again, it's sort of for the 8 to 11-year-old age range. Then also we're also running that youth impact program at our community sites. So again, Toto Gardens and Pagachao, which we are running from 2 to 4:30 p.m. If you are interested in having your kids join us, we follow all of the safety protocols for COVID-19, making sure the kids wear masks. Everything is always sanitized. So if you would like information about joining us there, again, you can always just kind of follow us on our socials and send us a DM. So another program that we are doing for our youth that are in the mentoring program, and then also youth that are in our community sites, is called Reef Rangers. And so we are partnering with the national parks and then also the national wildlife reserves to do a 5-day program, kind of giving kids a different idea about the environment, from going into the water to learning a little bit more about the plants that we have on Guam. So it's going to be a really exciting 5 days for those kids. So we're really excited to be partnering with them. We actually started this partnership this year with both the national parks and the wildlife refuge. And so we've been taking kids there kind of on a monthly basis to do different activities such as tree planting, going to the museums and learning a little bit more about the history. So those are some of the great things that we have going on specifically for youth in July. Yeah, and so we're always looking for different partners to kind of expand the views of all of the youth that we work with. Kind of giving them different ideas of maybe what they want to do when they grow up. So maybe we find someone who's interested in becoming a park ranger, or maybe we find someone interested in the museum. And so all of the different programs that we do is just really trying to inspire the kids to think beyond and to dream big for their futures. So lots and lots of fun things in July happening.
That's awesome, and I know every time every time it comes down to the kids and the youth, I know you guys always come up with the best events just to keep them, put smiles on their faces. Pretty much at the same time, they learn a lot. So again, thank you so much, Sam. Guys, what a busy month for Sam and the team. We're gonna take another break, but when we come back, we'll definitely get into more details of what her team has planned for the rest of the year. If they did this much in just a couple months, like I want to hear what they have planned for the rest of 2021. So we'll be back to talk about that after this break.
It only gets better with more. Customize and save with the fastest internet speeds in the Marianas by adding mobile, phone, and TV to your bundle with Business Bundles Plus. Docomo Pacific Business. Work better together.
For the different beats of your life, we're here to keep you connected the way you want it. Plans made for you, by you. Build your own bundle with Link. Select the internet, entertainment, mobile, and home phone plans that fit your lifestyle. Pay for what you want, not for what you don't. Build your own bundle and save with Link.
Half a day, Mogatine, and we are back. It's the One Micronesia podcast. We brought to you by Docomo Pacific, better together. All right, let's get back to it. So we talked about what happened between January to July, a lot. And then we talked about July itself, a lot of fun. And then now I want to know from July all the way till December to close out 2021. Sam, what are you and the team, what do you guys have in stores?
So I'm going to kind of go over some of the things that we have in store, but as always, our organization is always responding to kind of what the needs of the community are and the different opportunities. So as you know, everything can change, or we can add on new programs, but some really, really exciting news that we have is that the Micronesian Resource Center and then the Informed Island, which is one of our COVID fundings, has been renewed. So our grants have been renewed, which means another wonderful year of servicing all of you here on the island. But it also means that we are going to be moving. So that is still in the works. We're not sure where yet. So we will keep you posted and, of course, invite you to the opening, but also that means that the Edmund Wengu Micronesian Learning Center, which we are still opening, is going to be happening once we find our new home. Because the Learning Center will always follow us. It will have that brick and mortar, but it will also have the mobile Learning Center. That way we're always able to provide those services and educational opportunities into the community. So we're very, very excited about that. There's going to be a little bit of an expansion for the program and just streamlining of services. So we're really, really excited for that. Aside from that, we also are going to be looking at expanding and opening up more of our community sites. So, I mean, previously we had a community site that we were working in every day of the week. And right now it's a little bit condensed because of COVID measures. So as things continue to open up, that means that we're going to be able to, again, open up more of our services and more of our opportunities. We also have a nonprofit consulting program that's up and coming. So this is really exciting if there are any nonprofits that are starting to form, or maybe nonprofits that are ready to kind of go to the next level. We would love to work with you. We have University of Guam contracted in order to kind of do those consultation services and to do those workshops. We want to see the island thrive, and the island is always supported by the nonprofits. They fill a lot of those gaps that just government agencies can't always fill. And so we want to make sure that our island has healthy nonprofits that are working in the community to help out. And so that's thanks to a grant from the Department of Interior Office of Insular Affairs. So we're actually looking for people or nonprofits right now. You can check out our social media for more information and DM us if you have any questions. All of our workshops will also be roaming the communities. And then also once we have our new home, we'll be having all of our workshops in office as well. So it's the workforce development program that I had been talking about earlier, our Guam driving law familiarization to help you get your driver's license. Really, really excited to bring back our parenting workshops. Those will also be in the community. And so, yeah, so those are some of the things that we are looking forward to. We also have our prevention program that we are running at elementary schools. So for 4th and 5th graders, we will be doing those positive action and brain power curriculums. And so we're really looking forward to seeing what the next school year is going to look like so that we can begin implementing that. And as always, our mentoring program is always looking for volunteers, and we will be starting to have some quarterly mentoring trainings. And so these trainings are not only for existing mentors, but maybe you're interested in becoming a mentor, but you're not quite sure what that means or what the expectations are, and you don't feel like an email or a phone call is going to kind of prepare you for that. So, this mentoring training is for anyone who's interested in becoming a mentor. That way we can answer your questions. We can kind of give you some of the scenarios that you might encounter and just really prepare you to have some really positive engagement with youth. There's so many kids out there who could just benefit from a positive role model. And, sometimes, or we were all kids once, we know sometimes you don't want to talk to your parents, you don't want to talk to family members, but having that outside adult who's, your friend is always a good outlet and a good thing for a kid. So I think that kind of covers what we are looking forward to towards the end of the year. Of course, we have some of our signature fundraisers that will be happening, like Breakfast with Santa. And then also we are hoping we'll have to see sort of what the COVID regulations are looking like. But we're hoping to have our youth forum again, our Micronesian youth forum, which we did have in 2019. Weren't able to have it in 2020, but we would really love to be able to do that again soon.
Wow. So that's big. That's awesome. Like I said, you guys are busy in 2021. You guys just up the game and just continuing to do amazing things. You talk about helping the community. You're not just helping them in one way, you're helping them in millions of ways. So that's amazing. And Sam, thank you and the team again. I know I keep thanking you, but honestly, thank you guys for what you guys are doing. Not a lot of people would take time to realize that, things that you guys are doing are really has a really big impact, especially to the community and especially to the kids, and see stuff like this happen. And to them, I hope, they realize that, someday they will in turn, give back to the community like you guys have been doing. So I think that's an awesome way to show the next generation of Micronesians from the Marshalls to Saipan all the way to Palau, that, at the end of the day, we're all just islanders helping each other out. So that's an amazing thing. Thank you, Sam.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for always kind of giving us a platform to share all of the amazing work that we do and to also really highlight, those in our community that are doing great things. So thank you.
Oh, I always got you guys, Sam. We're going to take another break. But when we come back, we'll definitely close out, find out where you guys can jump in. If you guys want to join the team, you guys want to help support the team, find out their social media, stuff like that. We'll be back with that after this break.
It only gets better with more. Customize and save with the fastest internet speeds in the Marianas by adding mobile, phone, and TV to your bundle with Business Bundles Plus. Docomo Pacific Business. Work better together.
For the different beats of your life, We're here to keep you connected the way you want it. Plans made for you, by you. Build your own bundle with Link. Select the internet, entertainment, mobile, and home phone plans that fit your lifestyle. Pay for what you want, not for what you don't. Build your own bundle and save with Link.
Half a day, Mogasin, and we're back for the last part of the interview. The podcast is the One Micronesia podcast, being brought to you by Docomo Pacific, Better Together. And Sam, again, what a crazy and busy year you guys have definitely had and will continue to have. We just talked about what people can expect in the rest of 2021. So Sam, somebody out there watching the podcast right now, they want to help. How can they go about helping you guys out?
Okay, so you can find us on our social media. We have Manelu.gu. We also have the Micronesian Resource Center social media. You can find us at our website, manelu.org. And from there, you can kind of get a hold of us about any of our opportunities. We are hiring right now, so we are in the interview process. If you are interested in working at any of our projects, we actually have some openings in a bunch of different places right now. So you can check out our website, manelu.org, and it kind of has the listings of the different positions that are open right now and that we are interviewing for. So we would love to have passionate individuals join our team. Also, if you are interested in volunteering, like I mentioned, our community sites are opening up and we're always looking to find volunteers to come out, engage with the youth, or maybe share a skill or something. We've had people come out and do sports activities with us and the kids, and we've had people come out and teach ukulele lessons. So really any of those things. Also, we are always looking for mentors, and we're actually recruiting for both adult mentors and high school mentors. We do have an upcoming opportunity on July 19th where we're going to do a one-day mentoring event. So if you are interested in becoming a mentor and are unsure, this is a great opportunity. We'll have a training on the 17th for that, and then a one-day mentoring activity on July 19th. So if you are interested in that opportunity, again, you can contact us on our social media, our website. You can give our office a call at 472-27. So yeah, those are some of the different ways that you can get involved with us right now. And then just one last thing, our Edmund Wengu Learning Center, we are looking for donors right now. And so we have lots of different tiers that are affordable if you would like to kind of contribute to the Learning Center. The Learning Center is really about creating a safe space for people to come in and either take workshops or to do kind of individualized learning using the resources. Like everything that we do, all of our programs are free to the community. So we are just looking for a little bit of support so that we can make sure that our learning center is properly equipped to assist people. And so the different tiers, so we have, we're going to have a beautiful tree, a beautiful my tree that's going to represent all of the donors that we have. We have anywhere from $50 donors, which your donation will kind of contribute to ensuring that people have supplies for the different workshops, to leaf donors. I believe that's at the $250 range, and then lemai donors, which is about $500. And so all of the different tiers help to purchase different supplies, from laptop computers to kind of stationary kits, to ensure people are prepared for the workshops. And then the Learning Center will always have, our multilingual caseworkers there to assist people if they need help with anything. So really looking forward to it. And then also there's always going to be a mobile component. We know that there's some people who just can't make it to our office. We want to ensure that they are included and that they are supported the best way that we can.
You guys are always awesome. So again, guys, there you have it. The executive director of Manelu, Samantha Taitano, and talking about the big things that Manelu and the organization have been doing since the beginning of the year. So guys, that pretty much wraps up another episode of the One Micronesia podcast, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
The One Micronesia podcast is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.